Yee. Way up.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. What a day it's going to be today. Let me tell you something. My day started off pretty good already. So shout out to everybody who is listening. What's today? Wednesday? I don't even know what day it is because it was a holiday Monday. And to be completely honest, I just got back from vacation. Now you just heard the Way Up with Angela Yee theme song. Shout out to Plies for doing that. By the way, he also has a line of trucker hats that he just launched with at King Circle hat. So I'm about to go order some, but they're really cute. You know, he loves his hats. So make sure you guys follow up and order those because we love Plies up here. And I cannot wait to hear what y'all have been doing. Listen, I flew on Delta, where I went just now, and I saw Delta had that huge issue from that flight from Atlanta to Barcelona where somebody had diarrhea on the flight and they had to turn the plane right back around. I just saw the footage that somebody posted of the poop going up and down the aisle. Because I was saying to myself, okay, somebody had diarrhea on the plane. I'm going to Barcelona. Is it that serious? Do we really have to land? But it looked that serious. And even if I was in a rush to get to where I was going, I might have been like, let's turn this flight back around. All right, today is also a Wealth Wednesday, and I'm really excited. We have Will Roundtree joining us. He's an author, full-time CEO, The Ish They Don't Tell You, Credit is King, transforming your credit to royalty. But he also is really great at talking about finances, investing, and helping people with that. He ain't gonna take your money, but he's gonna help you get to the money. So we'll talk about that for Wealth Wednesday. And of course, let's shine a light. I have so many people I want to shine a light on. 800-292-5150 is the number. Call us up and let us know who you want to spread some positivity and love to, who you want to shine a light on. That's 800-292-5150. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and it's time to shine a light on them. And, you know, I just had a couple of days off. I took advantage of this Labor Day weekend vacation, and I want to shine a light on everybody who helped me while I was staying in Anguilla at the Aurora. And I'm going to post a little something about it. But from getting picked up in St. Martin on Calypso Charter and going across the water to Anguilla, to everybody that was part of that was, you know, Edgar, to Miki, to everybody that was there helping us out. I just want to shine a light on y'all. To Banky Banks, who owns the dunes out there. If y'all ever want to go on a vacation and take an amazing trip, this is a good time to do it because Anguilla can be expensive. But when you go during an off time right now, where it's a downtime, that is the perfect time to take advantage. All right. Now, who do you guys want to shine a light on? 800-292-5150 is the number. Let's spread some love and positivity. What's up, Danny? Who you want to shine a light on?
I want to shout a line on my wife, Christina. I want to give a shout out to her because first off, two things about her. Number one, when I didn't have my job for the past couple months around June, July, she was holding it down, basically helping out with the house and doing everything, all while trying to do her makeup and promote herself on social media. So I always want to give a shine a light and give her roses. I would honestly want... Yeah, exactly. And I honestly want anybody to give her a follow. She's actually blowing up and doing really good with her makeup, and she just recently did a drop.
All right,
and I always want to shine a light on and give her promotion every time she can because she deserves it.
What's her page?
So she got two. She got TikTok and Instagram, but it's Cree Beauty. So it's CHRI and then Beauty all together one.
CHRI Beauty. And that's what happens in relationships. If one person is up, great. But when another person is down as part of the relationship, everybody got to chip in even more. So that's what it's supposed to be.
It's a growth. It's how it always is, man. That's how it is. And I appreciate you for noticing that. Thank you very much. And give her a follow and a check out if you can. It would really do her a lot and make her day.
All right.
She doesn't even know I'm giving her a light. Appreciate it. You have a good day.
You too. Hey, Lorraine, how are you?
Good.
Good. Who would you like to shine a light on?
I like to shine a light on myself, girl.
Okay.
My business, the Cakery LLC. I had it for 3 years, and it's been doing great. And I love it. And I had a hidden talent that is making me some money, girl.
Good. I love to hear that. You said what's it called?
The Cakery LLC.
The Cakery.
I'm in Columbus. Yep, I'm in Columbus, Ohio.
Okay, so you sell baked goods?
Yep, and customized cake and all of that. Cupcakes and cake pops, brownies, pound cake, banana pudding.
Lorraine, you gotta stop. You gotta stop because I'm getting hungry. You know I got a sweet tooth.
Yes, girl. I'm gonna have to come out there and let you taste me, girl.
All right, listen, let me know. I would love that. And next time I'm in Columbus because I've been there a few times.
Okay, yeah, definitely look me up.
That Cakery by Lorraine. All right, thank you, Lorraine.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, that was Shine a Light on them, 800-292-5150. In case you couldn't get through, you could always still shine a light on them. And when we come back, it's time for some Yeetie. And let's start it off with some love and positivity out of Shine a Light. Imagine you get to propose at the Beyonce Renaissance Tour, and she's involved with your proposal. We'll tell you who did this. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
They say it's truth in the rumors.
From industry shade to all the gossip,
Talk to me.
Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
Talk to him.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Mano is here.
New Mano.
Okay,
Yeah,
Mano showed up
I'm
right in
back.
time for some Yee tea. Let's get into it with Beyonce and this Renaissance tour. We haven't gone to this show yet, but when I tell you it looks like her birthday was a time for everybody. Now, first of all, there were some technical difficulties. Kendrick Lamar was there, and he made a very memorable appearance at Beyonce's latest show in LA on Monday night. And so initially his mic wasn't working, and then there was a little bit of silence, and then suddenly the mic started working. So, fortunately, and she's a perfectionist.
Yeah.
By the way. Also, Diana Ross saying happy birthday for Beyonce. Imagine that.
Oh,
Diana
wow.
Ross singing happy
Diana
birthday
Ross.
to you. Here it is.
Thank you so much. You are so amazing. This is the legendary Diana Ross. There would be no me without you. And thank you so much for all of your sacrifice and your beauty and your grace. Thank you for opening the doors for me.
Diana Ross,
And she
the
did.
original.
Yes. Let me tell you. Diana Ross. She's legend. Also, a lot of other things happened. There was a proposal
Oh.
at the Beyonce Renaissance Tour concert, and Lil Rel got engaged, and that was in LA, and it was the final show of her 3-night run in LA, and he posted, she said, yes, what a story. Thanks Miss Tina Knowles and Jay for helping make this special moment happen. Tonight, Beyonce put on an amazing B-Day show. Thanks for letting me have a little time on your show to make Janelle Lane my fiance. Love on top, love is in the air, the proposal. And he explained all of this. Listen.
I had hit Miss Tina up to find out what is the best song for me to do this. So this is something I planned. I tell Mama Tina, she let me know love on top. And then she was like, well, Jay suggested you do it on the jumbo screen. I was like, what?
If you want to do it, do it.
Do it big
Do
on the
it
jumbo
big.
screen. Now, speaking of doing it big, Kanye and his quote-unquote wife, Bianca Censori, they may be investigated for indecent exposure.
They got banned, right?
Yes.
From Italy.
There's,
Or
well, from
Venice.
that boat.
From the,
Yeah,
just
I don't
the
know
boat,
about from
not
the whole
from
place,
country?
but they can't take that anymore. And they're being investigated also for
Why-
indecent exposure.
Why was he sitting out with his butt out though? Like, why was he
You know
sitting
why?
down
His pants
on-
were down.
Right, but he was sitting on this wood.
Whoa.
Oh, man, this guy's
Whoa. First of all,
man.
you would have had your pants down too. I could see it now.
man.
But they did say, a police source said, there are standards of public decorum that have to be followed by tourists and locals alike. And any breaches are severely punished. The images of West with his trousers down while in a taxi as he and his partner crossed the lagoon were seen all over the globe. You could clearly see his trousers were half down, and we have received complaints from people who witnessed it. Now we have identified the driver of the boat, and we will be asking him what he saw as well. They said this offense is being investigated, and it's contrary to public decency, which is punishable by an administrative sanction.
What is it to investigate?
I mean, that's like that's indecent
but
exposure.
Right, but what more else? You have the pictures and the videos. Like, what else do you need to investigate?
Listen, there might be a fine. Who knows what else can happen? But they said there are millions of tourists who come here each year, and they don't want to take that lightly.
You don't do public
They
sex
were on
play?
a taxi boat
Right,
going
but
across
you
the lagoon.
never did no public sex play.
I think the only way you do that is if you're not on a taxi boat. Like, you actually want to not
How about
get
a
caught.
taxi?
Yeah, it's a taxi boat.
How about
you don't
in
want
the
to get
taxi
caught.
in New
That's
York
the
City?
point.
How about that?
No, absolutely not. Remember Taxi Cab Confessions?
Word.
That show that used to come on and it used to be wild. I'm like, this can't be real.
Word.
Yeah, so, we'll see what happens with him. But that was definitely tacky. I don't care. Like, y'all can say whatever you want about
That was
being passionate
hilarious.
or whatever, but...
Passionate? Who said that?
I mean, that's what some people...
That was hilarious. He had no shoes on either, right?
Listen, he's been going ham, but that's embarrassing. And rumor has it that Kim Kardashian is also very embarrassed by this, because you also have to think they're kids.
So he married
Northwest
this lady.
is definitely old enough to see that.
He met this lady is his wife.
Yeah, I don't know if it was like an official ceremony or what happened, but yes, that's what they're saying. That's his wife. All right, well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, we have About Last Night. That's where we discuss what we did last night. Y'all know I was on vacation. Mano, you were on a birthday vacation too.
Hey, man.
We filled you
I
up
was
with
doing a
cake
lot.
and sent you on your way.
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
it's Way Up with Angela Yee. About Last Night is next.
Last night.
So, about last night.
Last night.
Here's how it went down.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Mano is here. New Mano.
That's right, Navy. I'm back.
Yes, you had a birthday holiday
I
trip.
had a ball. I had a time. I went to Costa Rica with some friends and family. Mm-hmm. You know,
Okay.
we just balled out, man.
I saw some
Jet
video of you
ski.
jet skiing.
Yeah,
doing
going
tricks.
crazy on a boat. Having a time.
I went on
ATVs.
vacation too.
I bet you did.
But look, so you were on the ATVs. So I used to do that, and I stopped doing it because one time I was on, and my best friend, the ATV fell on her, and then we had to go to the hospital, and her arm was like all messed up.
Oh wow.
They had to like come and lift the ATV off her. After that, I was like, maybe I'm not
Really?
doing this anymore.
Yeah, everything ain't for everybody. You
Yeah.
can go on vacation and just chill out.
Yeah, you can
I'm
just
more
relax.
adventurous though. Like
That's
I'm
good.
I'm doing whatever.
And I also don't know how to swim, so I was on vacation too.
Yeah.
I went to Anguilla, and I actually was trying to teach myself how to swim in the pool because I don't know how to swim.
And how did that go?
Actually, all right, it made me more confident to take swimming lessons because I could swim a little bit, but the only thing is I don't know how to tread water.
That's
So-
the first part, I think.
Yeah, but I can't do it. And so I can swim if it's like 5 feet of water, I can swim. And as long as when I'm done, I can stand up.
If it's 15, you can't.
It's over. Yeah.
Right.
It's over.
You just. I think it's a mind thing because you know that your feet can touch.
Yeah.
Right. So it's knowing that you have that backup if you need it.
So I felt a little, I feel now like I can get in the water and try it because the older you get, the harder it is. You see little babies swimming. It's embarrassing. There's 2-year-olds swimming
Yeah.
past me. Here I
I was
am.
swimming at like maybe 7.
So you took swimming lessons?
Never.
How did you?
I kind of taught myself.
Was it at a pool in Brooklyn?
Pool. Yeah, Marcy Pool.
Okay.
I was just going in there. I used to have the floaty.
Now I want to be honest. As a child, do you remember peeing in the water?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Probably still peeing in the water now. Every now and then.
In the ocean, it's okay. And then you
Okay.
came back and I saw you did Macy Gray.
Yes.
Macy Gray did Tamron Hall.
Yes. Shout out to Macy Gray. I'm on her single every night.
Mm-hmm.
Record is moving. And we did Tamron Hall yesterday, so that was a huge look for me.
Yeah, congratulations on
Thank you,
that.
baby.
Yesterday, I actually got back too, and I was dealing with some things, so I had a good conference call. And this is something else that I have to think about. So the building that I'm doing in Detroit, right? It's a 30-unit building. A couple of different things that we're trying to work on. But when you're a landlord, it's different to do a building than if you were going to live there yourself, right?
That's right.
So there's certain things we're thinking about, like when it comes to the fridge. Do you want a refrigerator that has the water and the ice that they can make it, but it also causes a lot of maintenance issues. But then you also want to give people something nice, but then it's going to be, are we going to have to keep on getting this maintained and having to do
Right.
things like that? Just a lot of different things. Also painting all the different units. We're in the process right now of painting them.
Okay.
Which is great. But you also have to think about light. Okay, like if this part doesn't get enough light, then do we need to brighten up the room? So we have to pick a different paint color. So I was on like a 2-hour conference call yesterday making decisions about paint, about crown moldings, about the ceiling.
Crown molding. That's right.
Yeah.
You was making decisions all day.
That's
right.
Yeah, so that is always right back to work. And I think, every now and then, and I want to encourage everybody, even if you do a staycation at home, every now and then you do need to just
Decompress.
decompress.
You
and
need to just vibe and take some time off and then It's better. That's the balance you need, right? Like,
because sometimes
so
even on
much going
vacation,
on.
I'm always still trying to work.
Yes, it's still stuff
I was
going
doing
on.
Zoom calls and everything.
Yes.
So finally, I was like, you know what? I got to take a day to not do that. And I was thinking about also coming back and how much I miss Tell Us a Secret.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I knew on a Wednesday that Maynard would be here right
We just happened to
center
pop back up on a Wednesday.
on a Wednesday because this is your absolute favorite segment. Now, you were away on vacation. I know you got some secrets.
Oh, man. I mean, I might have a new bag full of secrets.
Okay, your leg is shaking. You okay? All right, well, 800-292-5150 is a number. If you have anything that you want to share with us, remember, this is a judgment-free zone. And people
Sure it is.
all the time come up to me and they're like, yo, your segment, Tell Us a Secret, is wild. Y'all got some wild secrets, but we're here for it. It's very entertaining. 800-292-5150. It's Way Up. Call us up and tell us a secret.
Tell us a secret.
Way Up.
This is a judgment-free zone. Tell us a secret.
What's up? It's
What's
Way Up with
happening?
Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee and Mano is here.
Vibes.
And I know that people be having all kinds of secrets that they're like, man, I would love to be able to just get this off my chest, unburden myself.
I mean, I feel like they need direction and correction. I feel like when they call up here, they looking for some type of, leadership.
They're not looking for leadership
I feel
on your
like they are.
secrets. Listen, the whole point of Tell Us a Secret is that you guys get to call in.
They want to be told.
And you know how sometimes your friends don't tell you stuff because they think you're too judgmental?
Yeah,
I bet that happens to you all the time.
I can understand
The
that.
reason
but
why people like to share things over here is because they want to be able to say what they have to say, even if they know they're wrong.
See, you judge on the low, though. You judge very, very sarcastically and very subtle.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is
Listen,
true.
in real life, a lot of people tell me their secrets, and I'm like, all right.
You know a few of mine. You know like maybe like 4 or 5 of mine.
You know, like 18 of them. But anyway, the point now is that you guys are going to call in and share with us and tell us a secret. 800-292-5150. We're not going to judge you. Now, I might add something new where if you want to be judged by Mano, you can actually request that. But we'll start that maybe next week.
You can request it.
You can request to be judged.
Press 5.
800-292-5150. Anonymous caller, how are you?
What's up? What's up? Hopefully they all know me, but I can say my name. How you doing?
Hi.
Angela Yee.
What up? Mano's here too, but he's going to be quiet.
What's up, Mano?
What's
this is a
happening?
good secret. What's up? It's I'm gonna just say my name. I don't care.
Yeah, say your
Oh,
name, man. You
gosh.
don't care, man. Be proud.
Right. So it's DJ Oh Boy. So this was in high school. I'm 30 now.
Mm-hmm.
So me and my guys, we always on the same basketball team or whatever. And somebody mom, this was a Caucasian lady. She was hitting on the basketball players. We would go to their house after the basketball games. So we was all drinking one night. Of course, so the mom, she actually got by me, my bro, my other bro.
Whoa.
And
Oh my
come to
gosh.
find out, she was pregnant. She had a baby. But it wasn't our babies. But it was
Are you
crazy.
sure?
I can't say that happened.
How you know it wasn't none of y'all babies, though?
It was a white baby. We was all looking like, yo, is it a black baby?
Sometimes them babies come out light.
Right.
Whose mother was she, though?
No, don't say that name. Don't do that.
So, I'm not going to do that, but if people follow me, I know my bros know what's up. Like, it was 2 of us, so
What city is this?
he went in. This was in PW.
Do you think that that her son knew?
No, this was she was somebody on the cheerleading team. It was a girl mom
okay.
on the cheerleading team.
man.
Yeah, not the basketball team. But that's what they be doing nowadays. I just wanted to call y'all, tell y'all a little secret. Make sure y'all follow me at DJ Oh Boy.
Okay. No shame in
I
his game.
appreciate y'all.
That's awful.
No shame.
Yeah, our
It was
resident
awful,
DJ is going to
yeah.
follow you. DJ Nick Navy Seale.
All right. Well, thank
I
you.
think
Thank
they
you for
too,
sharing
man.
with us and not even hiding who you are.
Yeah, that's right. Promoting
Yeah,
at the same
we're
time.
not going to be anonymous today.
Okay.
All right. He's like, I didn't do
All right,
nothing. And whenever guys do that, they be like, everyone else did it, but except for me.
Yeah,
That's what y'all be saying.
He wanted to let us know exactly who he was, get his name out there.
I want to ask him, did he go first? Hey, anonymous caller, how are you?
How you doing?
Good, thank you. You want to share a secret with us?
I enjoy peeing outside.
You enjoy what?
Peeing outside.
I pee outside all the time. That ain't a secret, bro.
It is a secret, bro, because everybody like to pee in the bathroom. I like to pee outside. Like, I don't like to pee in the bathroom.
Oh, you got a thing for it.
Yeah.
So you're not just doing it when you have to go and you don't got nowhere to go.
That is so funny because
I always do it.
one of my boys used to always he'll be going into his house and instead of going inside to pee, he'll pee outside off the porch. I'm like, why don't you just go inside? He's like, I just like this.
Do you like to take a outside too?
I like it, real talk.
What is it that you like about it?
I don't know. It's like adrenaline. I don't know. And I'm claustrophobic too, so I don't like being in the bathroom for real. I don't know.
All right, so it just feels like you're just outside, one with nature.
Do you like to do the other thing outside too?
Number 2?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, brother. Yeah.
What?
This dude is a weirdo.
Do you have toilet paper when you poop outside?
This dude is a whole weirdo.
Yeah, bro.
What?
Why you didn't tell us that?
All the time.
He's like a puppy. You like for people to walk you?
Real talk.
All right.
Yeah,
This dude does.
Yo, listen, you a whole weirdo though.
So
That's
wait, do you
crazy.
get down on your knees and lift your leg up and pee?
Man, come on now, don't do all that. But yeah,
How dare
I? Really do. I really
So
do.
you run around with wipes or toilet paper on you, like just.
Come on, bro. I don't use it, but I don't do that. I don't do that outside. No, I don't do that. I just pee though. I like to pee outside. I don't know.
A minute ago he
So
said.
he said
Okay.
Oh,
All right. Well, thank you, anonymous caller.
All right.
All right. Well, that was Tell Us a Secret.
You got people calling up here. I don't know if they telling the truth or not.
I believe him because I know somebody like that likes to pee outside.
Yeah.
But when we come back, we have Yeetie, and let's talk about Young Blue. A lot of secrets came out as he went back and forth with his wife, and we'll tell you what he has to say now as he makes a plea online that hopefully she'll see. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. Yeetie next.
He about to blow the lid up off this pot. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that Yee tea. Come and get the tea.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Mano is here.
Let's go, Navy.
And let's get into this Yeetie. So Cardi B's new single with Megan Thee Stallion, Bongos, is coming on Friday. And we actually just listened to it up
Just
here.
heard it. Sex and money. I like it.
You like it?
I like it. Sex and money.
The beat is fun.
Money and sex.
And Cardi flips it with a little bit of Spanish. That's all we could tell you. We
And
can't.
She's talking crazy.
Listen, we would leak it and play it, but it's watermarked.
I feel like it's part 2 to WAP.
Yeah, it says happy WAP-iversary
Yeah.
on here. So
Heavy sex talk. I like it.
we love that too. So it's a good, fun song. I feel like this is a club song, and I also can see that there's going to be more. It feels like
It's going to be a lot
there's going to be some type of remix.
a lot of ass
even.
shaking.
Well, you guys, this is going to be out Friday, so I'm sure this is Cardi getting ready for album mode.
Let's go.
As she's said previously, she's not going to be doing any more features. She's going to be doing stuff for her album coming up. All right, Michael Rubin and Jay-Z's Reform Alliance are hosting a charity casino night. Tickets start at $50,000. Okay? So Reform has already secured the passage of 17 bipartisan bills in 11 states. I actually just met with them the other day. Shout out to Reform Alliance. They're all about changing laws. So it's not, it is about creating opportunities and helping people, but it's also about changing the laws.
That's how you
exactly. And that's to move from the system of mass incarceration and mass supervision into work, well-being, and stability. That's the whole point of it. So now they're doing this $50,000, that's where tickets start for this charity casino night. Now, there's a limited 300-person guest list. There's a $100,000 buy-in if you want to participate in the blackjack tournament. And if you're not going to do the tournament, you have to give a minimum of $50,000 for the charity.
I like that. Rob the rich.
There's a $1 million jackpot, by the way, and that's going to be donated by Ocean Casino and Resort. So this whole thing is basically going to raise money for Reform Alliance. And I feel like you're about to do some stuff with them too.
Yeah, it's happening.
We're working on that, right?
Yeah.
All right.
New
All right.
Mano.
New Mano, Young Blue. Learn from him, okay, guys? Young Blue has issued a public apology to his wife.
Innocent.
After after going through all kinds of drama publicly online, he said, I would like to publicly apologize to my wife. I will never get on the internet and bash you no matter what you say out of hurt. You're such a good woman, solidly rare, and I love and appreciate you. It's a lot that this industry brings. It's a fast life, and sometimes as men we fall short of what's right, but I'll never be stupid enough to lose what's best for me. Hope this message reaches you somehow, giving everything else to God from here back to the music and enjoying the love of my fans on tour, family over everything.
Respect. That's
And he
very
has
respectable.
A lot of things going on right now with him and Boosie going back and forth about this forged signature. Allegedly. And so now in the midst of all of that, this woman went online to talk about Young Blue getting her flued out. Here's what she said.
So he slides in my DMs, we up there talking, yada, 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 this, that. He told me that he was doing a soundtrack for Power in New York, and that he wanted me to come with him to New York, just so we could vibe out and, I guess, like, hang out or whatever. So I'm like, yeah, like, that's a whole celebrity. I'll be an idiot not to go.
What?
Now, she did a 2-part TikTok video. She had receipts, and she detailed meeting up with him. She called him a weirdo. She said he didn't speak to her, introduce her to his team, offer her food, or have any kind of hospitality, and she ended up leaving early. All right, so Mano was saying behind the scenes, well, he didn't sleep with her.
Yeah,
so
he ain't sleep with her. I mean, so it's a charge he caught at home, right? But how bad is it?
All right, well, his wife thought it was pretty bad because it is still embarrassing. This woman went online and did all of that. So that's embarrassing. So here's what she had to say, because she's like, this woman is not lying.
He real deal just trying to act like the girl is lying on him. So I was like, well, send a video to me. Like, let me see. I want to see what everybody's talking about. So I'm looking at the video, y'all. The girl posted receipts. This then ran out the door, ran out the house. So I'm watching the video. Like, as I'm watching it, I stop it. Every time she say something, and I know ain't lying, because he weird.
I just don't like that it's happening in social media.
Yeah, she doesn't either, I'm sure.
Nah, but I'm just saying, like, they could handle that in-house.
And he went on to say that she was a link up that turned to a sidekick that day because I was being respectful and I didn't want to send you back and hurt your feelings. Ain't get no D or no vibes, though. Hope you enjoy. Just stay low, little mama. But hopefully this is a learning lesson.
And then she not even no real word, right?
Okay,
so
Mano.
Like crazy.
Well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines. They are flying under the radar. And one of them, I'll tell you about how Anguilla is set to make tens of millions of dollars. And that's all because they're Anguilla. They don't even have to do anything differently. Wait till I tell you why. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
The news, I got news. This in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Mano is here. New Mano!
That's right.
That's right. And let's get into these under the radar stories, not necessarily in the headlines, but very important. Now, y'all know I was in Anguilla. I just was talking about that was a vacation I just came back from. And they're saying that Anguilla could reportedly add 10% to the money that they already make. That's about $30 million because of the AI boom, because of their internet domain. So, Anguilla actually has been assigned the AI country code by the Internet Corporation for assigned names. So if you want to get a website, say you want to be mano.ai, right, you would have to actually get it from the Anguillan government. And so now with artificial intelligence, as popular as it is, everybody's trying to do these websites .ai. So like Elon Musk has XAI, Facebook, Google, Microsoft, a lot of startups.
And so they own that whole domain.
Yeah, they own .ai. So because they own that, everybody is going to have to pay that government.
Right.
But they didn't know. They've had it for a long time. So it's not like they could have anticipated something like this happening. So that is going to be huge for them. There's other places that have benefited in a similar way, but that AI boom, they're saying, could generate $30 million in domain registration fees for Anguilla this year alone. So shout out to them for that.
I was buying like domain names.
So for everybody, you do? So in case you want to sell them?
Artist names too. A couple, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I do.
Have they reached out?
Nah.
Because that's something that people do. They buy domain names. Yeah. So I'm telling y'all right now, get your .ai name, but you still got to pay for it. All right, now let's talk about this trend that's been happening. And apparently right now, this is the latest thing. It's called free bleeding. Okay. Now, what is free bleeding? Well, that means that when, as a woman, you menstruate, you don't use any type of pads or tampons. You just let it go, let it flow. Yes.
What?
And so don't block the flow is what it's all about. So here is one woman on TikTok. Her name is Charlie. Her name is Sacrell Secret, I think, on TikTok, but her name is Charlie. And here's what she had to say about free bleeding and why she started doing it.
Free bleeding just hits different. So free bleeding is when you don't block the flow at all, not even with the pads or the underwear. So if I'm at home and I'm on my period, then I just lay in bed with a towel or on my couch with a towel. The whole point of free bleeding is to just tune into what your body is actually doing and honor that process. This makes my periods orgasmic.
Is it really a trend, or is it just her talking about it?
It's a lot of people that also weighed in on it. I mean, there's another really popular creator. Her name is Naida Okamoto, and she posted a video of her dancing in a bikini, and she said she was free bleeding in her bikini. She said, thank goodness it's a dark color. Another woman, Annette, who's another creator, said that when she is on her period, she doesn't leave the house because she wants to honor her body. She stays home and bleeds.
I don't want to run into nobody free bleeding.
Another woman, Hannah, said she transitioned to free bleeding and now her period is lighter than ever. And I've had heard people say that when you don't use certain products, it does make it lighter.
Right.
I'll never know. Because I don't think this is a trend I want to be a part of. As a matter of fact, it's devastating to me when
start running down. If
you bleed through, it's the worst feeling. But my question is, right, if you just don't put anything on, are you bleeding through your clothes?
That's what I'm saying. It's like running down your leg.
Or if you sit on a chair, are you staying in the chair? Like you can't go anywhere or do anything.
Let me look under you right now. Sure.
But some people are saying that it actually stops the flow and makes it a lot lighter and makes you not bleed for as long. So
because maybe the products help bring it down stronger.
I don't know, but I won't know.
Try it out one day.
Nope. And Mano, this story's for you. Vaping. Do you vape?
No.
Vaping can actually shrink your testicles and cause your sperm count.
It's not for me.
Well, you're a guy,
no,
so it's good
vape.
to know. So it can cause your sperm count to plummet, actually, according to research.
Wow.
And so they're saying that can also hamper your sex drive. Turkish scientists took a reading of rats' testicle size before and after exposing the animals to cigarette smoke and e-cigarette vapes.
So they just blew vape smoke in their face.
Yeah, and they said
it shrunk their testicles.
The rats exposed to cigarette smoke had the lowest of all three counts.
Oh, man.
And so they're saying that is just something that you need to be concerned about, okay? And that is your Under the Radar stories. As you know, it is a Wealth Wednesday. Will Roundtree is going to be joining us later. Credit is king, transforming your credit to royalty, and full-time CEO, the ish they don't tell you. Plus, the Way Up mix is coming at the top of the hour. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Way Up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way Up.
Yo, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Mano is here.
Mano.
And of course, today in Yee T, we got to welcome home BG.
Welcome home to my guy, my brother, BG. He FaceTimed me yesterday.
Oh, he did?
He FaceTimed me yesterday. Him and Stunner, him and Birdman.
First of all, I have to flash back to, I interviewed BG when he had first gotten arrested. He got arrested in 2009, and he ended up going to jail. He was sentenced to 14 years behind bars, and that was for pleading guilty to 2 counts of possession of a firearm and 1 count of conspiracy to obstruct justice from that traffic stop arrest back in 2009. And actually, before he went to jail, right after he got arrested, I sat down and interviewed him. And this is where I first learned about daiquiri shops, because I had never been to New Orleans at that time.
Right.
Now, you know I'm in New Orleans all the time now.
Yeah.
And so, I love a daiquiri shop, but I didn't know what it was. But here he is. This is way back in 2009, and he actually sat down with me and talked about his arrest.
They found 3 guns in the car, and as of right now, none of mine.
How many people were in the car?
It was 2. It was me and 2 of my homies. One of my homies tried to take all the charges, but they wouldn't let him because they figured he was doing it for me.
Now, what are the terms of your being here? Because I know some people were saying that you were like on house arrest or something like that. Were you?
I got a monitor on my leg, but it's not for house arrest. I mean, it's an alcohol monitoring bracelet.
Oh, you're not even allowed to drink?
Nah.
All right, so
that was like the end of the world for you. You're not allowed to drink.
Well, we had a whole conversation about daiquiri shops.
Yeah.
before that, so that's why. And so he was like, "No, them
frozen.
daiquiri shops be lit."
Yeah.
All right. So congratulations to him for being home. You know, there was video of Birdman picking him up.
Yes. Welcome home, brother.
All right. Now, Discovery Plus debuted a 2-part series. This was actually a couple of days ago. Megan Thee Stallion versus Tory Lanez, 5 Shots. It's a 2-part series that explores his 2020 shooting incident involving Megan Thee Stallion. The first installment is told from her side of the story, including interviews with the deputy DA and a YouTuber and a journalist and things like that. And then the next part is a pivotal moment in Tory Lanez's case, a court hearing that will evaluate whether to entertain an appeal. And so some thought that this was an insightful documentary. Other people were very critical of it, like, y'all be so geeked to profit off of someone's trauma for entertainment. Weird. All right. So anyway, just so you guys know.
You gonna watch it?
I want to see it.
You know what? I do think that sometimes there's stuff that we don't know about, because sometimes people have an opinion and they haven't been following. They just see headlines.
And we just getting a lot of our information off social media.
Right.
So.
Something like this is all firsthand information, so I'm not against it, you know, of watching something like that. All right. Now let's talk about Joe Jonas for a second. And I didn't think I would discuss this, right? But, you know, he is getting a divorce from Sophie Turner. They were actually together for 4 years, and he filed for divorce. He said that their marriage was irretrievably broken. They got married after 3 years of dating. They have 2 daughters. So now there's something new that I saw, and this was interesting to me. This is why I'm reporting on it. They said that he saw or heard something that she did that was the last straw in his decision to file for divorce, and it had to do with the Ring camera. So he had access to a Ring camera, and apparently she was saying or doing something that made him realize the marriage was over. So I don't know what that something is, but them damn Ring cameras, boy, you can hear audio on them. So look at you looking all nervous. If somebody has the password or y'all live together, people are always getting caught on that Ring camera.
Yeah, I caught a couple people on some cameras.
You did?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like tell us a secret.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right, now Halle Bailey, she is on the cover of Cosmopolitan magazine, and she talked about her solo music, and she also said that being in love for the first time is partially where she got her creativity from. And so she went on to discuss her relationship with DDG, and she said that her debut solo album will definitely drop before the end of this year, and love has been a really big source of musical inspiration. She said, you know, this has been a really beautiful, transformative time for me. I have all this new material to write about. You never know what you're capable of until you're put through it. I was very creatively inspired, and then from there I fell in love, and so I really just played with those themes in my music. So that's dope.
Nice.
She's in love with her man.
Nothing wrong with that.
My man.
Love is good.
All right. Well, that was your Yeetie. And when we come back, I want to hear what you have to say about this Ring camera. Let's flash back to that. Because people get caught doing things in all kinds of ways.
Woo-wee.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're going to discuss this. All right. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yeah, she back at it. Bring in the Mac. Way Up with Angela Yee is on.
Yo, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Mano is here. New Mano!
That's right. I need my drop every time, baby. Every time.
Now, earlier, I was telling you about this new development with this Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner situation. They're getting divorced. They were married for 4 years. They got a couple kids together.
Yeah. Yep.
Apparently, according to TMZ, he saw something or heard something on the Ring camera that made him file for divorce and realize it was over. Now, you said you've had some Ring camera situations.
Absolutely. I used to have a camera in my room.
That's a violation. I just want to put it.
Violation. You can see it. It wasn't hidden.
Oh, okay. All right.
It wasn't like
it wasn't
hidden.
like a nanny cam.
No, hell no. It wasn't
like a teddy bear.
No, none of that. And this was a while ago, and I was downstairs, and something told me look at the camera, and then I was looking at the camera, and the girl was laying down having a whole conversation with a dude, like, yeah, I'm home. No, I was asleep. No, I'm not doing nothing. I would never do. It was like a whole conversation about what she wouldn't do, where she was at, the fact that she didn't answer the phone because she was asleep with you laying in another dude bed.
Wow, he didn't have FaceTime, because I would have FaceTime her right away.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Did it make you want to run upstairs?
I laughed at it. Like, I forgot his name, so because I would tease her for a long time about his name, because she kept calling his name. No, I'm not doing nothing. And I was just like, wow. So what you was doing? She was just like, I was just chilling. And then I told her, I showed it to her, and she was just like, wow. And I was just like, man, I thought it was funny though, because I was just like, man, the people go out their way to deceive you. You
so you didn't know she was involved with somebody else because you wouldn't have cared.
Why do you think I don't care?
Because you said it
why,
many
why
times.
do you think that I don't care?
Because you said it.
I have a heart of gold. I do care.
So she was telling you that she was all about you.
Yeah, I mean, she can't listen. I do just what people do.
This is why you have trust issues, Mano.
I allow people to talk and say what their piece is, and I just deal with them. And it's like a merit system. You can start off at 10, but you will somehow end up at 0. And she ended up at 0.
Yeah, and they actually have a lot of different boards that you can go on where people are talking about these doorbell cameras and ring security cameras and the things that people have seen and captured on these cameras. And, we always see this on social media.
Right.
So I don't know what she did, but I'm sure all of this is going to end up coming because it feels like the story is coming out little by little of what could have happened.
He said that she did something on the camera.
But
it was the doorbell camera though, right?
I just know it was a ring camera, video or
so
audio.
I have ring cameras and they don't always just go outside.
Yeah, you can put them inside.
Right.
So the reason why I don't have cameras in my house is because I feel like people can hack those, and that has happened. Mm-hmm. We've seen stories where people hack those cameras, and so you don't want to have that inside your house. I don't care if you see what's going on outside my house, but inside my house, I think it's weird to have cameras in the house, unless it's maybe in the common area.
Area, I keep it in a common area in case somebody.
Or unless you have kids and you need a nanny cam.
If somebody broke in, you could see what's happening.
But wouldn't the cameras outside do that? No.
It depends. I don't know.
I mean, that's a good question though. So now you don't have cameras in your house, or you just don't want to tell us you do.
I don't. First of all, I never had a hidden camera in my life. I don't play those games.
It's a nanny cam.
I've never had a teddy bear, the Coca-Cola. I didn't go to the spy store. Remember, I was telling the lady to go to the spy store.
Go to the spy store.
I never went to the spy store and got a camera. They was it was visible.
All right, whatever you say. All right, well, thank you so much for sharing, Mano. See, so tell us to see. I feel like you've been on some cameras too.
Absolutely.
I
got caught on a lot of cameras.
I've seen just outside my house. I've heard people's conversations from outside my house, and so that's as far as it goes. But it's never been anything crazy. I saw a drug deal happen in front of my house on the ring.
I mean,
I did see that. I saw that happen.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that. But listen, let me tell you. Cops was behind my house one day, and I was like, "What's going on?" They was like, "Oh, somebody just, burglarized this other house. Does your camera work?" They said he ran through my yard. I was like, nah, it don't work.
You didn't want to snitch? Oh my gosh, Mano. All right. Anyway, it is a Wealth Wednesday, and so when we come back,
I'm not here to do your job.
Oh, you could have helped the neighbor.
No, I'm helping the police.
Will Roundtree is going to be joining us. He was homeless and is now a millionaire and established himself in the real estate investment sector. He has a lot of recognition amongst his peers and his community as well, and he is going to help us out for Wealth Wednesday as we talk about investing. That's one of my favorite conversations to have. Mm-hmm. He's authored books, Credit is King, Transforming Your Credit to Royalty, full-time CEO, The Ish They Don't Tell You. He'll be joining us next. It's Mr. Will Roundtree on Way Up with Angela Yee, Wealth Wednesday.
I don't mind sharing my wealth, dog.
Getting you straight financially, mentally, and physically. This is Wealth Wednesday on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. It's a Wealth Wednesday, and I got Will Roundtree here with me, full-time CEO.
Yes.
And I'm excited to talk about one of my favorite things to discuss is real estate.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's talk about where your whole background comes from, because that's always important to our listeners. What makes somebody an expert in real estate?
So I honestly don't even like using the word expert, guru, or none of that. I think it's really all about experience.
Right.
And so I'm originally from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I was told, just like everybody else, Angela, go to school, get the good grades, get the good job. But in this generation, that don't work anymore. Back in 2003, my grandfather actually tried to give me 45 houses. I turned them down because the houses were in the hood. They were quote unquote raggedy, and I didn't know the value of real estate then. And as I look back, that portfolio would have been worth over $5 million today.
What did he do with the houses then?
Well, he liquidated everything as he
so
got
he was
older.
like, I can give it to you or I can just sell it.
Right. And so going through that journey and not knowing, what that value of that was, I went just like everybody else, worked, eventually got into entrepreneurship in 2003, ended up moving to Las Vegas in 2005. But when I got to Vegas, I found out why life was difficult. I had bad credit. Couldn't rent an apartment without putting 2 times the deposit down. Couldn't buy a vehicle without needing a cosigner.
Definitely can't buy a house without.
Especially now. And so I remember having a mentor who said, "Will, eventually credit will become the new dollar." So once I started to figure out that I need to fix my credit, it took me 2 years. I owed everybody, including dogs. And so got my credit fixed, and then I was able to buy a vehicle with no money down. It blew my mind. I was able to purchase my first home in 2013, and coming from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, owning a home was something I never even imagined.
Yes.
And so then I started to learn that 90% of successful, wealthy, and affluent individuals own real estate. So I said, I have to figure out how to buy real estate, but I didn't have a lot of money until I read the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, where he talked about using OPM, other people's money. And so essentially what he does is he goes to the bank and leverages the bank's money to invest in real estate, because the bank isn't running out of money.
Right.
Well, at least we hope not.
And they want you.
They want you to, because that's the only way they make money is by you leveraging it.
And I want to say, just to everything that you just said, there are some people who feel like I'm not buying something if I don't have the cash to buy it.
Well, that's the wrong mentality to have. Because here's the thing. If I have $100,000, why would I go tie up $100,000 in cash when I can use somebody else's money and make money off of it? I tell people you want to use your cash for in case emergency break glass. But if I can go to the bank and get a line of credit for $100,000, it may cost me, let's say, $700 to $1,500, depending on the interest rate. I just go find a vehicle, i.e. a property, or buy a business that's going to pay me at least $2,000 a month. So now I'm servicing the debt on the debt, and it's making me money, and it costs me nothing out of my pocket.
It's Wealth Wednesday, and I'm talking to Will Roundtree. What is something that you've done that is not a popular concept?
Yeah, I use credit cards.
Okay.
A lot of people, especially in our community, they're scared of debt. But that's because we don't understand that there's different debt structures. Most of us are accustomed to what is called unstructured debt. This is when we buy a house we can't afford. We buy the car we can't afford. Most people are not familiar with what is called restructured debt. It's bankruptcy. We've looked at bankruptcy in a negative way.
But some of the richest people in the world are always filing for bankruptcy because they're protecting
their assets, and it's restructuring. But the thing that I use that is unpopular, well, it's starting to become a little more popular, is called structured debt. This is where I take debt from the bank, go buy debt, which is a property, and let the rents from the property service all of the debt and still make sure I have a return every month. And so I use credit to go buy businesses. And so these are the strategies and concepts that we haven't been taught, because we haven't been taught about economics. It's bigger than money. It's a difference between economics and money, and that's what I try to teach people. We're not taught ownership. Matter of fact, in a black and brown community, especially the black community, home ownership has went from as high as 47% to about 41% now. So it's actually decreasing in our community, but that's because we look at home ownership as this unattainable obstacle, not knowing it's actually easier to get approved for a home than a credit card.
Is it?
Yeah, because for a house you can get approved at a 580. A credit card you need a 680 to a 700.
But your interest will be really high.
The interest is irrelevant, especially as an investor.
Well, okay, as an investor, yes.
Yeah.
What was your first property that you purchased?
Personal or investment?
Personal.
My first property I bought, it was for $250,000 in Las Vegas. Yes.
Okay, and then investment. What was your first property?
It was a property in Cleveland, Ohio, in East Cleveland. I paid $25,000 for it on a credit card.
That's amazing.
Definitely. I can show you how I did it too.
Yeah, tell me.
Definitely. So essentially it's a strategy. So if I have credit, okay, all I have to do is calculate how much the credit is going to cost me. It's all numbers. It's no different than if I have a mortgage. So if I pull $25,000 from a line of credit and it's going to cost me, let's say $600, the property was already cash flowing. See, I only buy turnkey properties. I don't buy properties I have to go in and rehab, because there's too much that can take place that I can't control.
Trust me, I know I'm dealing with that.
It happened to me. But I'm glad I went through that because it was the mistake I needed that took me on a path to doing only turnkey. So the property was turnkey and already $975 a month. This was in 2018. And so the rent is going to cover the debt. Mm-hmm. And now not only do I have an asset that I can hold and make money off of forever, but then if I wanted to get liquid, I don't sell my properties, G. I do what's called a cash out refinance. Mm-hmm. This way I can borrow up to 80% of the value of the home completely tax free.
Is that like an equity line of credit?
So
or
a home equity line of credit is something, it's like taking a second on your house or a line of credit on your property, which typically you can only do that on your primary residency.
Okay.
On an investment property, you do a refinance where you're pulling money out against the equity of the property.
Okay.
But the whole concept of why I want to share that and what I want the listeners to know why that's so powerful, this is why wealthy people don't save money in the banks. They tuck them into assets, and then when they want to get liquid, they refinance the property because it's tax free.
I was telling one of my friends that the other day, if you have too much money in the bank, then there's an issue.
You're losing money.
Yeah. Are you more of a hold and sell type of person or a flipping person?
I hold. I don't flip real estate because when you think about wealth, people think making money or making a lot of money is being wealthy. But when you look up the definition in the layman's terms of wealth is an accumulation of assets. If I sell all of Big Mama's houses, or in my case, when I got rid of all of my grandfather's houses, nothing in our family is going to pay us for the rest of our lives. Right. So I have to hold my real estate. And this is why I'm so passionate. This is why I've been traveling the country for the past 7 years on my own dime, going out doing free workshops, doing pop-up events, and why I'm writing books and doing all of these things, because nobody is really teaching us these concepts. These are all concepts that we're not being taught.
All right, Will Roundtree is here with us. Credit is King and Full-Time CEO. Those are the books that he has out right now, which, by the way, have amazing ratings. Over 1,500 reviews on Amazon. Make sure you check them out. We have more with him when we come back. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Had a dream of living wealthy,
And I don't mind sharing my wealth, dog.
getting you straight financially, mentally, and physically. This is Wealth Wednesday on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. It's a Wealth Wednesday, and Will Roundtree is here with us. Now, let's talk about what you have going on, though, with your coaching program.
Yeah, so my REI 90 program, which stands for Real Estate Investing, where I target 3 different, prototypes. The newbies, people who I call like lifelong strugglers, people who have been trying to double dutch their way into real estate but can't seem to get a grip, and then the future planners. And so essentially I have a step-by-step process of concepts that teach people how to buy real estate, but how to build a real estate team. And I've purchased all my properties literally from my iPhone, meaning like it's really just it's all numbers.
Right.
And I try to teach people how to remove the emotions. I actually have a webinar coming up. It's a free webinar online. I'm going to be teaching people these concepts where I'm going to be primarily focusing on speaking to the newbies, show them not only how to find real estate deals, what constitutes a good deal. I'm even show them how to get the money from the banks to do the real estate. So you can have $0 and I'm going to show you how to get to the properties. And then September 30th, I'm actually doing an in-person event in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where we're actually going to rent buses and take them into the communities. I'm going to show them how to evaluate deals. I'm going to have my contractor there. I'm going to have my property manager there, my lender, my banker. So we even have different things that I teach people how to put things in place to protect themselves so they don't get jammed up.
But how do you make sure that when people are vetting you out, that they can understand, look, these are the people that have successfully, went through my program. These are people that I've coached. They've seen success. Where can people find that information?
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that I believe is that bad news travels faster than good news. If you're out there jamming people up and putting them in bad situations, it'll be out there. I tell people, just follow my journey, follow my progress.
Yeah.
My results speak for themselves. See, my thing is I'm never trying to convince somebody to do business with me, Yee. My thing is let me show you the results.
Come or don't.
Come or don't. Yeah. But then more importantly, I'm not asking you for your money. See, this is why I think people get jammed up. Let's say you're doing a project.
And I'm like, come invest with me.
Yeah, you're like, hey, park your money with me. I'm Angela Yee, and as great as you are, but you, like you say, that's not what you do full time. And so then we're entrusting that my money gets flipped with you, but then you're giving me some unbelievable terms like, hey, I'm gonna flip it to 50% in 90 days.
Yeah.
That's not practical. You can't even do that in the streets. And so that's where that instinct and common sense that I believe has to come into, where I'm saying, look, Yee, I don't want your money. I'm going to show you how to use your own money, your own ingenuity. I'm going to give you the concepts, and you dictate your own return.
Apply it in real life.
You apply it. I'll give you all of the tools. I'll even give you my resources.
Right.
But I don't want. I'm not taking your money. I can go to the bank and get as much money as I want.
It's Wealth Wednesday, and I'm talking to Will Roundtree. I don't even want the responsibility of anybody.
At all.
Everything that I've done, I've had the latest project. I had like a couple of my friends invest with me, and we did it together, and they were able to go through the whole process with me, you know, and either do it or don't. No hard feelings. But, you know, they're really happy they did it. So I just want to say that. But I also wanted to be able to walk through doing something like a 30-unit building that I've never done before, so that when people ask me about it, I want to feel more educated on telling them what to do rather than me just, well, this is what you're supposed to do.
Right.
It's more like, this is what I did.
And another thing, too, even with that, is that sometimes people don't do their own due diligence. Sometimes we have to take the drug called accountability ourselves.
Like, what made me think that?
Right. Not only that, like if you bring me a deal and I'm like, okay, what LLC is this going under? And you're like, no, this is going under my name. Like, I'm not doing that deal. I need to see paperwork. Lawyers need to be involved. The money is going in escrow. I'm not sending it to your bank account. So we got to, and that's the thing that I tell people, and I wrote this in my book, Full-Time CEO. We have to learn about business.
Yes.
But we're not learning just the basics about business.
All right. Well, Will Roundtree, thank you so much. And how can people find you, and how can they also sign up for the Real Estate Investing 90 coaching program?
Yeah, so they can follow me across all social media platforms at Mr. Will Roundtree. I'm on YouTube, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, etc. And they can actually go online to RoundtreeMasterclass.com. The webinar is free 99.
Okay.
So go on there, like I say, and again, I'm not here to convince people. That's not my job. And my job is just to give people enough information so they can make an educated decision for themselves.
And those people who are intrigued enough and want to do it, then do it. And also don't feel like you can be lazy. Once you get in there, do the coaching, you also have work to do after that.
You do. Oh, can I say something real quick to that? I want people to know that you're not going to get rich overnight doing real estate.
Right.
And I think that's where people get messed up at, because they go in saying, hey, let me flip this money real quick. Let me leave my job. And it doesn't work like that. I tell people real estate should be a retirement plan.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Will Roundtree, for joining us. If you guys want to learn more, you can follow him, Mr. Will Roundtree, on Instagram, on Twitter. And when we come back, we have Ask Ye. 800-292-5150 is the number. Call us up. Any questions you have. Mano, who is, by the way, an award-winning advice giver, and I are here to help.
Whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts.
All you should know.
This is Ask Ye.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, an expert advice giver, award-winning advice giver. Mano is here.
That's me.
All right, and we have someone on the line. How you doing, Nelson? What's your question for Ask Yee?
I have my child mother, right? She put me on child support, and she's getting her child support twice a month. The things that I never knew about it, because when I get paid, I don't even pay attention and stuff like that. It just, the money went straight to her. I didn't even know that.
So wait, she put you on child support while you were living together, but you didn't know?
No, because I never pay attention about that. She ended up, like, hit me multiple times. Sometimes I ran away, and then I was like, you know what? She said, oh, you a cow. Blah, blah. You know, you a cow. Anytime that I hit you, you don't want to stay, and then you don't want to respond back and stuff like that. She's basically physical. I was like, you know what? I don't want to do that. You're a woman, and I'm a man. It's the best thing. You won. She left. She went to live with her mom. But now, guess what? She literally getting child support, and then she requests more money from me via Cash App. Even that, I still give her money.
Okay.
You know
still want to take care of your kids. That's what the child support is for.
Yes. But the judge said, hey, do you know any money that I mean, when I called child support, he was like, any money that you give outside of that, it's a gift. I was like, I don't care. It's my son. Okay. Whatever he needs, he called me. I don't care. But now she's taking me to court. I don't even know why.
She taking your money and beating you up.
Oh, yeah.
This is abusive behavior. If it was the other way around, it would be a huge issue. And these are things that you need to make sure, because right now we're talking about child support. We're talking about custody and things like that, right? And you guys aren't together. And it is really important for you to make sure that when things like this happen, that you actually act on it, or even like file something so that it is, you know, stated in the court, because this seems like the type of person who might try to manipulate the system. And if you're just letting these things slide, you know, it's never going to stop.
She ended up hitting me, and then guess what? I run away, and I was like, you know what? You hit me, I'm going to. And then she called cops on me.
She called the cops on you after she beat you up.
Yeah, she hits me.
You
I
got
was
it.
like, okay,
Listen, it's really not funny.
She got me arrested, though. She took me to jail. Anyway,
She
and you went to jail
jail
after she whipped your ass.
Yeah.
And she called the cops on you. Nelson, listen, she's not playing fair, and this is wrong. Like, this is something that could affect your relationship and your ability to see your child forever.
Currently, she kept calling me, and then I'm trying to talk to my son. I ordered my son like a tablet. She blocked the first time. You know what she said to me? If you love my son,
you'll fight
if
for
you
him.
love my son, you gotta love me first.
Oh my gosh.
This is not a good situation, man.
This is not, and she's not putting the child first. Yeah. She's not thinking about the well-being of your child. She's thinking about herself, and that's very selfish.
I can't even talk to my son for days. But the other day I called her. I called my son. She said, I put a restraining order against you. I was like, you put a restraining order against me? I was like, well, if that's what you want to do, you're going to take me to court? If that's how you want me to see my son, that's not going to happen. I'm not going to court with you.
You have to. Let me just say this. As much as we are scared and hate going to court and hate that we have to get the system involved,
I hate that too.
In a situation like this, it feels like this is what is necessary, because once that judge sets the schedule and sets the child support and sets those things, now there's a plan, because y'all clearly cannot mediate this yourselves, right? She's calling the police on you. She's doing things like that to you. She's putting restraining orders on you. She's getting you locked up. This is not working. Y'all are not able to mediate this situation, unfortunately, amongst yourselves. And I suggest you get a good lawyer so you can put that child first and establish that plan and those rules so that you know, okay, this is when I get to pick up my son. This is the amount of money that I have to give you. If you want to give extra for your son, that's always on you. Whatever you want to do, you don't have to do that, but you can. All right. And I just think that this feels like a situation where you want to be proactive and making sure that you're able to see your son when you need to and not have to deal with her.
Because I got a court date on the 27th. Like, she sent me multiple court dates, but I don't get served though. But
listen, go to court and do what you have to do to make sure that you can see your son legally, because it feels like that's the only way it's going to happen. And make sure that you're prepared. Don't go in there unprepared. Make sure you have a good lawyer. Make sure you know what you have to say. Make sure you're honest with your lawyer so he knows everything that's been going on too.
Okay, sounds good. So that's exactly what I was looking for. I was like, I'm probably going to look up for a lawyer to help me out with this.
She thinks that you're scared of court. You don't want to go. You're ducking getting served. The best thing you can do is face this head on so you can move forward.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, just deal with it. Face it head on. Be prepared. Get a good lawyer so you can move forward. Don't go in there, like I said, unprepared.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, good luck, Nelson. All right, well, that was Ask Yee, 800-292-5150. In case you couldn't get through, you can always leave a message and we can answer you that way. And when we come back, we have last words, all right? That's where you guys get to have the last word. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Pick up the phone.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Mano is here.
New Mano, not the old one.
Welcome back. Mano was on. He was on with Tamron Hall.
That's right. That was major.
Yes, that was a
Happy
huge deal.
Happy birthday to Macy Gray. Just found out it was her birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Macy Gray. Happy birthday to Nori.
Yeah. Oh, man, my God.
Yeah.
Spoke to Nori, too.
All right, you be talking to everybody.
Yes, my God.
Also, I want to say happy birthday to my guy, H.O. Happy birthday to my girl, Ingrid. All these Virgos.
We are the best.
Yes. And my girl, Ingrid, actually is about to launch her own brand, her own line of wines from South Africa.
Dope.
So she's been in South Africa for like months at a time working on developing this wine. So shout out to her. It's coming out next month. And so we're going to definitely be up here sipping some best wines. Okay? All right. Well, again, thank you guys for joining us today. We had some great conversations. If anything I learned today, do not be at your side guy's house talking to your main guy on the phone, because there might be a camera recording you. And if you don't know what we're talking about.
Wow.
This happened to Mano. He found out he was a side guy from a camera.
No, I'm mostly usually a side guy.
Aw.
I'm a side guy-ish.
I'm sorry. You're making me feel bad.
Yeah, I know. Maybe one day I'll get picked.
Get toes.
Maybe one day.
Well, shout out to Will Roundtree for joining us for Wealth Wednesday, too. A lot of people were hitting me up already saying that he is the truth. So shout out to you. Anybody who is interested in real estate and learning how to do certain things the right way, he would be the person for you guys to go to. So make sure you check out that interview. You know, I always talk about financial empowerment, financial freedom, making sure that you invest. All right. So those are important things. And of course, thanks to you guys for being amazing. I love Way Up with Angela Yee. It's been so far.
It's the Way Up gang.
Yeah, the Way Up gang.
Yeah,
it's a good gang. We're like the Care Bears of this of this industry. But we'll be back tomorrow, of course. I believe Jasmine Brand is going to be joining us.
Maybe not.
Yeah, you kind of shut her down. People say y'all two might be the same person because you guys are never in the same place. Yeah.
Is it that bad?
But as usual, y'all tell us some amazing secrets. Y'all also always have the last word. 800-292-5150 is the number. Last word.
Tell us a secret day, and I have a secret, and it's that I have sex with brothers. It's just amazing, and it's not together, it's separately, and one of them do what the other don't do. My dream is to have both of them, to have a threesome, because, oh my God, it'll just rock. But yes, that's my secret. That isn't secret anymore. Okay, have a nice day.
What up? I want to shine a light on myself, Tony, with Clear Out Ink laser tattoo removal out of Las Vegas, Nevada. We just try to help out anybody that has a tattoo that they don't want anymore. Shout out to one of my clients, Black China. She came out to Clear Out Ink and cleared her ink out. So if you or anybody you know that wants to clear out their ink, hit us up, clearoutink.com. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Going way up, turn up with Angela Yee.